Mr. Barnes, your name is not on the board, but please explain your vote.
Split, sir.
Please explain your vote.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There's a couple of things. When I walked in here, the first thing I heard was that there weren't any Republicans that were against this thing. And I think maybe the other side ought to learn how to count. Maybe it'll help them with their budget problems. As far as I can see, all the Republicans were there. A second thing that bothered me was when Mr. Abelson said that there's no bipartisanship here. I guess he forgot he's a member of the Environment Committee and that I've helped push his bills through. I've helped push Representative McGuire's bills through, and it has nothing to do with the fact that they're Democrats that I did it. And it has nothing to do with the fact that other people are Republicans that I do that. If it's a good bill, it goes. If it's not a good bill, it doesn't go. And this is the same thing with this. If it's good, it goes. Now, is this the best? No, it's far from the best. And you say, well, you can't touch education. When I went to school, we had the superintendent of schools, and that was it. And then for the school itself, it was the principal, and the assistant principal was the English teacher. And when the principal wasn't there, a substitute came in and took the English teacher's place, and she became the principal. Now you have the superintendent, the deputy superintendent, the superintendent of communications, the superintendent of sports, the superintendent of government affairs. You got the principal, the assistant to the assistant principal, the principal of recess, the principal of discipline, the principal of sports. And I'm sure, unless we got a bisexual teacher somewhere, there's probably a principal of the girls' restrooms and a principal of the boys' restrooms. And that bothers me, because I'm telling you that's nothing but padding the books.
Mr. Barnes, point of order.
Yes, sir.
Representative Sinema, your point.
Impugning, I think, lack of decorum, something inappropriate. Please keep your comments to the bill and not to people's orientation. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what she said, sir.
Mr. Barnes, she would like you to keep your comments to the bill. Please proceed.
She wanted me to keep what?
Your comments to the bill.
I think this is the comments to the bill. Is there not anything in there about education cuts? What's the matter? Don't you read the bills before you start voting on them? It is
Mr. Barnes.
a part of the bill. And now I'll tell you something. It's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again, and I don't know where it's going to stop. But you think it's in trouble now? You wait. Because if we don't solve all of the problems this year, which I doubt if we will, we got 3 times as many next year. Somewhere down the line, that thing is going to break. And then, I tell you, one of the school districts came and talked to me and said, you can't vote against the school problems because we need the budgets. We can't solve them. And I says, look, quit putting pressure on me. I got enough pressure. I'm not against education. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for education. And he says, but we can't take any cuts. I said, no, wait a minute. I said, I'll tell you what. Why don't we let the state just go bankrupt and let a trustee come in that's not, you can't vote on a trustee. The trustee comes in and he decides who's going to take the cuts. Oh, no, you can't do that. I says, yes, we can, and maybe we should. And I vote aye.
Representative Barnes votes aye. Members, by your votes of 35 ayes, 20 nays, you have passed Senate Bill 1001, signed in open session. The clerk is instructed to record the action of the House and convey the bills to the Senate.